everybody, welcome back to the video. It's my second video because I'm just trying to knock them out real quick. And this one is life after marriage, what it's like going through a divorce, all that stuff. Let's talk about it, shall we? I want to just be real honest and candid with you guys about the real deal. Okay, so I'll just say, if you want to hear about how I'm coping, how I'm dealing with life after marriage and whatever, get married again, where I am right now in my mental space, stay with me in this video because I'm going to be 100% honest with you about everything and what's going on right now currently with Lori's divorce and all that other stuff. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. So if you're here for that, first give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button below. Hit it now, okay? Hit the subscribe button. And let's get on in the video. All right, so first I began with how am I feeling? I feel okay now. When I first filed for divorce, I was devastated, of course. Who wouldn't be? It's your divorce. You're losing the end of your marriage. You work so hard to have. Mine was such short-lived, and I had such high hopes for it, but I don't tolerate bullshit. I just don't. And I will never tolerate bullshit. Like, I try to be I really did. I think I was probably excelling in that, in the wife part. I wasn't like the best, because I've never been a wife before. But I have been a girlfriend, All you've done at this point was add the wife title to it. But I have been a girlfriend for many, many years, and I think I mastered how to be a girlfriend. I'm like, and everything that I was doing before the I do was the same thing I was doing after the I do, just at an accelerated rate now at this point, because now I have a goal in mind. We're husband and wife now. So I think I did my share of everything that I was supposed to do and then some. I just didn't get it reciprocated. So how I feel about how I'm feeling. I'm totally better. I was depressed. I went through a lot of emotions. I went through anger. I went through sadness. I went through depression. I went through a lot of stuff. Really, and you can imagine how long that process probably would have taken if I was married to him for a very, 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 very long time. So that happened in waves over a course of several months. If I was married to him for say 10 years, oh my God, it probably would take me forever to go through those feelings and emotions and all this stuff. I was able to move on and detach quickly because the marriage wasn't that long. So that was the blessing part. How he's doing. Frankly, I think he's doing awful. Because I think he's been going through, maybe because it's getting closer to our anniversary. Our anniversary is technically this Sunday. And technically we were supposed to be leaving and going on our honeymoon and our birthday or whatever to New Mexico. So I think he's been having all these residual feelings, and he's been calling me randomly and all this other stuff for, just different reasons to pretty much argue and fight. And this has been a real thing. That's what he's been doing, a real thing to just try to get something out of me. And I haven't spoken to that man since I filed for divorce. And now all of a sudden he wants to be on my phone line, and I'm like, I am not in the space with you to do this anymore, to argue and fight with you. Why am I arguing and fighting with you? I don't even have a reason to. And he's just throwing straws. At this very moment, you are a liar. I'm a liar at what? You don't want me to see the kids. That's a lie. The kids was just with you for winter break for 2.5 weeks. I don't have anything to do with you in that relationship. If you wanted the kids, you can come and get them today and say, come roll with me. I'm never going to jump in and interfere with your relationship with the kids. That never happened and never will. He's just throwing straws to try to get. I'm the other day I was like, what is this argument about? What is it that you want? I'm it sounds like you want something, but you don't know what the fuck you want. Is it you wanted me to apologize for something? Because I filed for, well, you did stuff too, and you're just trying to blame stuff on me. Why? You should be happy in your life right now, living it up. I'm not understanding where's the anger coming from, because when you were married, you didn't value your marriage. But now you have, you have this sad feelings about it. Like, that don't make sense to me. Like, you had everything that you said you wanted, and then when you had it, you just threw it all away for what? For what? So what are you mad at? You got exactly what you thought I was gonna stay around and just so I don't want to stay with you, right? Just because you was my husband. No, I gave you a plenty of time to get it together, and you just wouldn't. So I don't know what else to tell you. Like, I have nothing left for you, frankly. So that's how I'm feeling right now. The divorce. How was I when I first got divorced? When I first got separated, when we first separated. Frankly, you feel like a hoe. Like, you really do. Like, you really do. You feel like a hoe. Like, you just go on this fucking spree. I don't know what it is. And I can imagine people who's freshly out of a divorce, like freshly out of a marriage, who's been with the same person for years at a time. Oh, they are hoes. And I was only with mine married for a year, but I was with him for several years. But oh my God, it's like you have chains that have just did like this, clink, clink, and just fell off of your arms, and you go on to this fucking spree. Like, you really do. Like, anybody who would fuck you at the very moment, you just want to fuck, and you want to fuck a lot. So that is the cue to people who's getting divorced. Just know your body is you finna go on. You just finna say Hail Mary. You don't give a fuck. That's fuck. And let's say if you was in a marriage like mine who was having issues in the sex department. Oh my God, that's just really just. Never mind. Just know you're gonna go on some kind of fucking spree. You're gonna lose your shit for a moment, and then you're gonna come back and recollect yourself. But for the first couple of months, you're just gonna lose your mind because you're single again. Number 3, life after, divorce. How is divorce? Divorce is ugly. Divorce is really, really ugly, and it's a long, tedious process, especially for someone who don't want to let the marriage go. I think he finally got it that he's ready to let it go now. He's ready to sign a divorce paper, because for a moment he was just playing games. Like, one minute he wants to divorce, next minute he don't. Next minute he wants to divorce, next minute he don't. Like, he just kept going back and forth for a moment, and I was ready when I did it. Like, I don't want this to take long. That's why I dropped the cash to do it. Just do the divorce and let's get this going with our lives. Like, there's no point of dragging this on. But he was trying to hold on to me for his own reasons, But no, just let me go. Let you go your way. I'll go mine. But divorce, if you have property with someone, I'm glad we didn't accumulate any property with each, because this would have dragged this shit on longer if we did. So there was nothing properly related with each other. So there's no separation needed. It was just literally, I need him to do this, sign a divorce and get it over with. So I think he recently agreed because he found that I was seeing someone. Because once he found out I was seeing someone, and he was just like, well, fuck it then. I'll give you what you want then if that's what you... Yeah, I don't want to be with you anymore because I don't trust you. I'm like, even though you could have. And I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. If he would have even attempted to fight for his marriage when I filed for the divorce, then we probably would be in a different space. But that's not my husband. My husband would just bend over and allow whatever. You know what I mean? You don't want a divorce? Okay, I will never talk to you again. Or he may send you, in the past however many months it's been, I can count on my finger how many times that man sent me a text message and said, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Like, a text message is different than sitting in front of somebody and saying, admitting that you're wrong. Well, this is something that he will never do. Admit that he did anything wrong. He's never going to admit that because he don't see that. All he see his mind is, I need to find somebody to blame, and you are the reason for why I did what I did. You was doing this, so this is why I did this. It will never be, I take ownership for what I did. This is what I did. I shouldn't have did this, and I'm going to work to never do this again to you, because that's how much I want my family. Fuck what anything that I did. Fuck anything that I did. This is about you. And this is never, that what would never come out of his mouth, because he don't see it that way. He see it as, I did this, you did this, we should be even. I am so past that kitty bullshit that he be on. The same stuff he always talk about. This is tit for tat. I'm not doing this tit for tat. I'm too grown for that. I am too grown for that. There's men out here who's gonna treat me like I want to be treated. And I'm seeing one right now who's treating me like I want to be treated. There's no tit for tat. He listens. He have his flaws, of course he do. He's a Taurus man. He's a bull. He's stubborn as shit. But he actually listens. He may not listen at that very moment when he's acting a damn bull, but it's seeping in. And once it seeps in, he actually double backs and addresses whatever it is, and then he actually fixes it. He actually fixes the problem. My husband is not that way. My husband is pure blame. I'm gonna blame you. You are the reason for my life the way it is. You are the reason. And he's always been like that. He take ownership of nothing. I just went off on a tangent. I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about. Divorce, right? I had to get it together. Anyway, but if we had like property or something together, it probably would have made it worse. Since we don't have young children together, it probably would have made it worse. And our child is 13, going to be 14, so he's growing up, So, I mean, it is a sad thing. Like, I've been wearing my ring lately, maybe also because of a physical reaction of my anniversary is coming up, because I haven't put that thing on since I took it off. I'm like, but my anniversary was coming up, and I've been wearing it for the past couple of days. I wore it the whole day yesterday, because it feels weird to know your anniversary is coming up. And my birthday is never going to be the same, because it's always going to be a remembrance now of, this was my anniversary, and this was my anniversary. So it's always going to have this negative connotation around my birthday now, because, I got married on my birthday and I'm finna be divorced probably around my birthday. Like, so it's a weird situation to be in. But, you feel like a failure when you go through a divorce. But sometimes you just have to accept it. If you've done everything that you could do, then it's pretty much just time to let it go. It's pretty much just really time to let it go. And I had to let it go. And it's sad that it took me to realize, I shouldn't have gotten married. I shouldn't have gotten married to him. We were happier as just being baby daddy, baby mama. Very much it was way different situation than being a husband and wife. I think I tolerated more when I was just his baby mama, because I didn't put any, a lot of pressure on him. As you have to actually stand up and be a supportive man. You actually have to do this. I put, when you become my husband, I put standards on you of what you got to live by, and I don't think he could live by those standards. He couldn't measure up to what I was requesting. I didn't request much as being my baby daddy, because he was exactly who he was. He's going to do exactly who he was. But once you put the ring on my finger and said, I do, I'm going to hold you to the standard of a husband. And he just fell short. And I think he just fell short because he just couldn't measure up. He just couldn't measure up. So he did everything he possibly do to sabotage his marriage, and sabotage it quickly. And now he's regretting it. I'm like, what he got going on in his life has nothing to do with me anymore. When I was his wife, then, I did what I was supposed to do through sickness and health, richer for poor. I'm not your wife anymore. So whoever you end up with, that's the person who needs to help you with all that stuff that you got going on. That has nothing to do with me. Nothing. Like, so. But yeah, so now, last one. Will I ever get married again? Maybe. I can't really say yes or no right now. Like, I really can't. In a perfect world, I would say yes. I would love to get married again, because I actually like being in the union of marriage. Like, I loved the union. But am I in a rush to do it? Answer is no. Like, answer is the hell no. I'm not in a rush to get tied up with someone like that again. It's easy to get into marriage. It's hard to fucking get out of it. It's cheaper to keep her sometimes too, depending on how much more money you make. Like so, um, I just want to do a quick little check in and let you guys know where I am. So I have to actually do something that I already did, but the attorney called me yesterday to redo something I already did. Like, okay. But so once I do this, then I can get the process of rolling, and which should have been rolling already. They dropping the ball over there, but whatever. However long it take, let's get it done. I'm in the process of moving. I have to actually do this application and take it to the office. I'm actually staying in the same apartment because it was just too much of a headache. This is not off topic, but I need two of me. It's one of me, and it's very hard to just be one of me. And that was the one thing that I loved about being married, because I get to delegate all of my business and stuff to my husband and have him do everything, because I just can't do everything. So I was trying to move into a house, and move quickly before my lease was up over here. But I was putting in applications and applications and applications, and then those applications kept getting denied, and I'm not going to keep giving you money for my applications being denied. So I was just like, what's a sure thing is my apartment complex. Like, I've been in my apartment complex for 5 years. I have no problem renewing this. I mean, not renewing this lease, but moving out of this into a 3-bedroom, which I am going to do. So I have to actually turn this application in and take it to the office soon before I go to the gym. And then by the end of the month or next month, I should be moving out of here and moving to the other side of my apartment complex into a 3-bedroom. And I'm actually happy with that. And I can take my time with 2022 and continue to save my money and get into a house and go back into trying to buy my house. So I don't have to rush and do all of the stuff. I would just take my precious time, because my lease is for a year. So in a year, I should have my down payment closing costs. You feel me? But anyway, I digress. But yes. That's where I am. I am about to get my day started. But thank you guys again. Keep me in your prayers that I continue to be strong, and I keep giving the woman that I know I am. I'm about to start just throwing in some new job applications because I need a new part-time job, because my job right now is slow. My second job is slow, and that second income is something that I consistently need at all times. And not having that income right now is I'm feeling it, and I don't like it. But anyway, I want to thank you guys again from supporting me this year, and I continue to support me, and I'm going to continue to be transparent and honest in everything that I do. And like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, and follow me on my social media, Keyshawn Varese Robinson, on Facebook, and actually not anymore on Facebook, because I'm full on Facebook. I got 5,000 friends, so I'm at the max. And then on Instagram, then Sleepless in LV Envy on Instagram, and I have just hit 10,000 on TikTok. So I'm about to do a TikTok soon, because I'm trying to get monetized over on TikTok. So, show your girl some love when you see me on social media. And I'm out. I will have a vlog coming up this weekend, because it's my birthday, folks. It's my birthday actually on Sunday, but I have to work, so I'm celebrating it on Saturday. I took off for Saturday. So yeah, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Send me some birthday love on my birthday on January 16th on all of my social media, and even here on YouTube. So I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog or the next story time or whatever. Peace out.